Okay, I'm gonna make a quick video as quick as I can, and I'm gonna show you all the sort of the way I pick my trades, and quickly how I set up my trades for you. Hey, buddy. I like to have our walls. I just cleaned them all, but I like to cover our walls in boards so I can just write notes everywhere. These are elevating factors. Keep distance from 200. Blah blah blah. You don't need to know any of that. All right. So the first thing you're going to need is your trading view, which is it's an American website, American app. So it's actually all going to be a little bit easier for you because like the way I have to do it is I have to use TradingView with the American charts, but I invest in the Canadian stock. So I'll invest in the same company, but using the Toronto Stock Exchange. However, the thing I'm tracking it on is usually the American Stock Exchange because with TradingView, it just tends to be a little bit quicker and a little bit more accurate for me. But for you, it'll be fine because you're going to be on an American app anyways, which I looked up. You want one that doesn't have any transaction fees. So you can see Webull would be my personal favorite. You can see I use Webull myself all the time. It's other than TradingView, it's probably the best program or website you can use. So you can see these are all like the different stocks that I keep an eye on every day. I do need to clean them up a little bit. I use Wealthsimple. I also use Questrade, but Questrade has like a $10 transaction fee. And so if I'm doing 5 trades in and out, that's $10 in and $10 out, sometimes more if you're doing penny stocks. So I can easily look at $30 a trade, which is just, that's insanity, especially when you're trading penny stocks. You're going to lose all your money there. I also like to start the day just checking out the gold and silver price. I always keep an eye on the price of gold and silver. Silver is up right now. It's doing pretty good. Platinum's actually been doing pretty good too. Just because it might have an effect on certain stocks, especially if you're trading gold and silver, which I like to trade. Anyway, so TradingView. Go to tradingview.com. You can download it for your computer. This is hands down the best program you have. So this is my TradingView I keep on my other screen. And you can see again, I have a lot of the stocks open. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set up your indicators. You want 3 indicators, which is you're only allowed to have 3 unless you pay for it. And I'm sure as hell not paying for anything until I know I need to. So it's annoying. You have these ads come up sometimes, but your MACD, this is your MACD. So that's your moving average, convergence, and divergence. All that means it's the moving average of the stock. So you can see here, basically, whenever it goes into the green, you'll see the blue and the orange will switch. And then it goes green, it goes positive. And then vice versa, it goes red. Wow, this camera sucks. Sorry. And then down here is the RSI, your relative strength index. I haven't really learned how to use that yet. So, I mean, it's in the course, but I just haven't gotten to it yet in the course. I also haven't learned everything about the MACD either. So, but the most important thing I use is the SMA. So if you want to add this stuff, you just go up to your indicators here, and then you type in SMA there, and you'll see it come up here. This one right here, it says the SMA. See if I can get my camera to focus on this. Right there, the SMA, it says 950, 180, and then EMA 20 buy sell. Hey, but you know how I get this camera to not suck so much? It just won't focus on anything. Okay, thank you. That's fine. That's what you get when you pay $100 for a cell phone. It's actually a fine phone. And so this is how you know it's going to be. It says M Phillips. I think there's only like 700 people that use it. I think that's what that means. So that's the main indicator you want. SMA 950 180. It's made. That's the guy who made it. Is M Phillips there? See if I can get it to focus on his name so you know which. There it is. M Phillips. So that's the main indicator you want. And then the other ones are just your MACD is this one. Your moving average, convergence, divergence, and then your relative strength index. Those are the three you want. There you go. So SMA, relative strength index, and then moving average, convergence, divergence. Now, if you don't pay for TradingView, you can only have 2 of these open at a time. So every time you go to another one, like you have a third one open, all you see, because I can only have 2 open in my basic account, which is the free account. It's like $12 for the next one up, but I mean, $12 doesn't grow on trees, right? So you just have to click restore connection. It's not a big deal. It takes 2 seconds every time you want to come into it, look at a stock, restore connection. And so the MACD is this one, the relative strength index is this one, and then the SMA is on your main stock chart. So what the 950 and 180 means is those are your trend lines. So the red line is your 9-day trend line. So basically the average movement within the last 9 days of the stock. And then same for 50 and then 180. So the 180 is the white line, or sometimes it's called the 200. Like if you watch Bravo's videos, he'll call it the 200, and it just means the 200-day trading average. So the trend line for the 200-day. That to me is the most important line, the white line. You want to make sure, just to be safe, your stock's in a much stronger position if you're buying instead of shorting it. You want to be above this white line, the 200. That's very important. Because I'm still learning. Some guys will risk it, but I'm not going to bother unless I have all the indicators in the right position, in a strong buying position. So you can see in this trade here, you can turn it off too. You can come over here and turn off your SMA if you just want to look at the stock by itself. Turn it back on, and it literally tells you when to buy and sell. It's above the 200 by quite a bit. So, I mean, the way I see it, the more distance, the better between the stock and the 200 trend line. And then to enter a buy position, the best way to enter a buy position would be when it's a full bar, so a full close above the 9 and the 50, but ideally it's going to be the 9. So the red and the yellow, red being 9, yellow being the 50-day. So you can see right now this stock, just before it closed last night, shot up to 33 cents. And I was watching this because it has a resistance point around 31, 32 cents, this stock. If you zoom out far enough, you can go back months and months, you'll see it always, see if I can find it here, it always bounces off the 32. Or around the 32 there. You can see right here, there's 32. So it bounces off of that. Around here, it bounces off of it. Got a little above it here, but for the most part, it's hitting resistance around 32-ish. So I'm keeping an eye on it because odds are, if it breaks through and all the indicators are set up, like it pulls away, it pulls one full bar length above the 9. There, I wish I could get this phone to not suck so much, but then it's in a strong buy position. Also, you want to look at like the 1 month, the 5 days, always good. You're going to get different buy and sell ratios depending on the view you're looking at. So the time frame. So I find the 1 month to be the most accurate, because if you go 5 day, you basically have to keep a super close eye on the stock. which is fine. If you're day trading it, that's fine. But otherwise, use like the 1 month or the 3 month, because that'll give you a longer time frame. So basically, the buy sell line won't be as skittish on whether it's going to change positions and tell you to sell. And so like the next thing would be, how do I pick my stocks? That's something I'm still working on. I like to sort of do the best. I like to look at the gainers. So I go to Yahoo Finance and I look at the stocks that had the most activity, but I also look at the volume. So let's take a look at the most volume. So that's actually the stock that I bought yesterday morning, was the weed stock, because I think it was the United States government, they basically reduced regulations on the whole cannabis industry. So you saw a massive boom. That Tilray, the second one, I also bought a little bit of that stock yesterday. And you can see they had a 10% increase and a 30% increase on those stocks. So, and it's a 77-cent stock. So, I mean, if you make 20% on a 77-cent stock, you're walking away with hundreds of dollars. If you just put down $1,000 on it, you're making a lot of money. You do have to be careful with these penny stocks, anything under $5, because they can be more volatile, more dangerous. However, as long as you're cautious, it's not a huge deal. I find the penny stocks better to trade for me because I don't have a lot of capital in the first place. So I can't put 20 grand down on a stock. So I'm putting down like 200 or 300 right now. That way, if I buy $200 worth of shares and it's a $1 stock and it drops 10%, I'm not bankrupt. I'm out, with $20. It's a big deal. And so I'll go through the list every morning, and I will also look at the most active stocks here, because they don't have to be gainers. They can be losers too, because I actually am almost starting to prefer the ones that are on a dip, because that means let's take a look at this one. It's $3. That's a solid price, not too risky. $3 a share. You can see the volume for how many people are buying it here. Almost 4 million volume, average volume of 400,000. So a lot of people are going into this stock right now. You can look at the news on it real quick. And then it seems to be breaking out. It has a resistance point here at $3, and it seems like it's breaking out. So this might be a good stock to keep an eye on. And it has a like yesterday it went from, the day before it was at $3, shot up to 7 cents. So you can make 7 cents on every $3 you have, and then it comes down to 3.3035, so $3.03. Shoots back up to $3 and almost 9 cents. Again, you make another 6 cents for every $3. You could do this again. You can even short it here. So $3.09, and it goes down to $3.01. You make another 8 cents on the short, and then do it on the way back up, and you make another 7 cents. You do this right, and you have the right indicators. It's all about small percentages. So find the best setups. Make sure they're strong. Your indicators are strong. Don't go out taking stupid risks. And also expect you're going to fail. Expect failure. That goes for anything in life. Things do not go as planned, and you need to expect there's going to be ups and downs, and the downs are going to suck. That's the difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who isn't. Successful people tend to have a certain lonely period in their life where they're trying to change themselves and get out of the matrix, and they lose most of their friends. They change their environment, but they're not good enough to make the new friends yet while they're trying to learn this new skill or break out and make money in a different way. And so it can be very lonely. But you just got to hang tough. Keep masculine influences in your ear. This is one. So this is Volt Lithium. It's a company I've been trading. This one's got a pretty good setup too. You can see it's way above the 200. I'm just keeping an eye on it. So you can see the MACD here looks like it's about to switch, and it'll go green. Sorry, my camera's so shitty. And it looks like it's about to pull above the 9, the red line. So if it does that, it is telling me to buy. If it does that, it's also going to be breaking through a new resistance point. Because this thing also has a resistance point, you can see here, around just below 50 cents. So this is another one I'm keeping a close eye on. Tier 1 Silver. I really like this stock. See the top Tier 1 Silver. It's a Canadian-based stock mining company, silver mining mainly. It's in a terrible position right now. You can see it's below the 200 trend line, the 180. But you notice every time, look here, every time it comes in contact with the 180, it skyrockets up every time. And then when it comes back below, it shoots down some more. So you want to sort of get ready for it to come in contact with the 180. If it's in a good position, that's when I buy it. As soon as the stock goes above the 180, it switches above it, I think will be a strong buy position. Same with this one. This one is below it, so I'm waiting for the 180 to cross below the stock. Anyways, I think that's it for now. I'll send you the credentials, but sorry it was such bad quality. It's a $100 phone on Amazon or whatever, but gets the job done. So just sign up for a Webull account. You don't need a lot of money. I find paper trading is the best thing to do in the beginning. However, you don't have an emotional connection because you have no actual money. So find a stock or find a brokerage where you don't need to pay transaction fees and only use such small amounts of money that you still are emotionally connected because it's your money in there, not paper trading with no money. But it's not enough that you're going to really lose anything. So anyways, hope that helps. I'll send you the credentials. Okay, bye.